Cars and Conversation, where we get to know both the vehicles and the people at Apple Honda in Riverhead. Today we're test driving a 2017 Honda CR-V EXL with Bonnie Campbell, one of the dealership's top salespeople. With distinctive head and taillights and sporty sculpted panels, this vehicle raises the bar for SUVs. Let's put it in drive.
You're the only female salesperson at Apple Honda currently, right?
I am.
Is that something that's special, important to you?
It is at this point in my career.
Mm-hmm.
I do know I definitely stand out being the only female. It is definitely a good edge for me. I have clients come in looking specifically for females, so it definitely works for me.
What are some things you do around town? Some of your interests outside of work?
Interests outside of work would be heading down to the Peconic River, doing some canoeing there with my husband. We enjoy that. We don't necessarily do it in Riverhead, but we also try to get out and do some horseback riding. We're outdoors people when we're both not at work.
Oh, okay. I'm an indoorsman personally.
Okay.
That's what I always say. Outdoors is where I'm least comfortable. So I'm perfect right here, but if we stepped outside this car, it would be a struggle. I'm sure you know the first time you ever sold somebody.
I do. My first sale definitely would have to be the first dog that I had as a child.
Okay.
I was probably about 4 or 5 years old. Our neighbor across the street had a dog who had puppies.
Okay.
And my parents had walked me over to visit with the dogs. And now it was time to go home. And I remember latching onto one of these dogs, crying, and saying to the dog as my parents were making me go home, "But I love you, Pop-Pop." And within a few days, the dog was at the house. So that was my first sale that I remember.
Animals are pretty near and dear to you?
Yes, I love animals. I'm a huge pet lover. I would love to one day be able to open up like my own type of farm, to do my own thing with animals and just talk to them and deal with them on a daily basis.
Apple Honda has a relationship with North Fork Animal Welfare League. So we're test driving to the animal shelter, as you know. Do you think we're going to be leaving there with a pet? Are you going to be able to say no? Or?
Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to, because I may have no husband if I brought home another animal at this point.
So what is the relationship between the animal shelter and Apple Honda?
So what we have is the second Saturday of every month, we have what we call the dealership Second Chance Saturdays. So where we have them bring over some kitties and a dog, as well as we have a program internally offering our pre-owned animals. So second chance ownership for our pre-owned cars, as well as hopefully find some animals a good home. It's great. It definitely lightens the mood up around the showroom. When they're there, everybody enjoys coming in to see them.
Let me ask you about working with your two brothers. What's that like? I mean, you see your brothers every day, right?
I love working with my brothers. It's great. To be honest, we see each other the most at work. They both work in our parts department, so it's great to have that extra knowledge sometimes in regards to the parts end that I may not have, to be able to easily help them, my clients.
Do you find yourselves talking about cars a lot, or?
We do. You could imagine when we all get together around the holidays how our spouses feel, because the three of us always gravitate together and we always end up talking about work.
What's the most important thing that you've learned from a colleague?
The most important thing that I learned from a colleague would probably have to be, one of the things that I take to heart most of all now, is every day is a different day. So you can have a horrible day one day, walk back in, put that smile on, and it can be the best day of your life the next day.